Moore-Crispin here at Mobile Focus at CTIA 2010, checking out the absolute latest in mobile technology. This is clearly not the very latest in mobile technology. Kendra from Nokia, what are you doing to me here? I'm trying to tell people about the latest. What is this?
Well, we're just having a little fun. You know, CTIA is celebrating 25 years this year. Nokia has certainly been around that whole time, so we thought it would be fun to kind of break open the Nokia vault, bring out some of our old devices, and take a look at where we've come as an industry.
Okay.
So the device you're holding, that was announced in 1987.
Okay.
That's the Mobira Cityman. Now, prior to this, wireless devices were really contained in cars, or they were attached to a giant briefcase that you had to drag around. So this was really an innovative piece of technology when it came out in 1987, and that this was it. This was the entire device. This was the birth of the mobile phone, really,
and it's called the Cityman, 900, so I guess you can, with your handy-dandy lanyard, and I'm assuming there used to be an antenna out here.
Giant antenna that used to stick out there, and you could pick one of those up for the low price of about $7,000.
That's pretty reasonable. GAT-AF, breaker 19. Okay, so what's next in our lineup?
So then we've got a couple others here. This is the Nokia 2110. I believe this was in 1994.
Okay.
This was the first device with recognizable ringtones. So you know the Nokia tone?
Yes.
I believe that started
where it made
with
its
this
debut.
device.
Very cool.
That was another popular one.
I think everyone knows that ringtone. That's one of those ubiquitous things. It's like when you hear that tone, you know that someone's phone is ringing.
Yeah, exactly.
So wow, this guy's pretty intense.
Nokia N95 Communicator. This came out in 1996 and was really groundbreaking technology. It was the first kind of like mini computer.
Right.
We actually had several evolutions of that product, and right up until about 2 years ago, we had another version of that coming out. A lot of devotees to that form factor with flipping open to the full.
I mean, this must have been revolutionary at its time with the full QWERTY keyboard, and I'm sure it wasn't exactly the fastest texting experience, but maybe paving the way. So what do we have here?
That was the first kind of media phone that slides open.
Oh, I was hoping, yes. I didn't want to break it.
This is the 7110. This was the first wireless application protocol device. So really kind of very earliest days of the mobile.
So that's the mobile web, being able to access that through your mobile phone.
Exactly.
All right, I like that one. That's got a kind of an iridescent feel to it.
Right.
Got the scrolly wheel here. It's always fun. What's this one here?
The next two actually came out in the same year. These are both from 2002. This was the first S60 device, which is our smartphone platform, and this was the first X60 device in the US. They were both kind of the original camera phone. This was the first camera phone for the US.
Ah, there it is. Very nice.
Yeah.
What is that? I'm assuming that snaps like 640 by 480 VGA postage stamp size. All
right.
Now,
so the next device there is the Nokia 1100. That is the best-selling mobile device in history.
Is that right?
We sold over 200 million of those.
That would explain why I've seen so many people with this one.
Right.
There was a girl I used to know who could text on this one. She had this phone specifically, and she literally like texting like crazy. I think she probably could have won a world record.
Right.
So what's this last one we have here?
So that's the Nokia N95, and that's really kind of the launching point for the modern smartphone. When this thing came out in 2006, this really was kind of the device to have. It had everything. It had a 5-megapixel camera with Carl Zeiss optics, integrated GPS with onboard navigation software. It's really, like I said, kind of proved to be the launching point.
And it's pretty sturdy phone too. You still see a lot of people walking around with this one.
Yes, it is.
All right, so I'm assuming you don't really have a kind of a web resource where we can see the history of these Nokia products, but we are going to be talking very shortly. If I can fish it out of my pocket, I promise you I wouldn't steal it, and I won't. What's this guy here?
That's the Nokia 5230 Neuron.
Okay.
So we've come a long way from this guy.
I would say so.
That costs $7,000. This one you can pick up at T-Mobile for $69.99.
Okay, very cool. So we're going to come back with another segment, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit more detail. So for details, links, all that good stuff, hit up the show notes at butterscotch.com. Kendra, thank you very much.